Hey, Lighthouse Church, how's everybody doing today? Hope you're having an amazing day. I just wanted to touch base with you and ask you a question. Have you vipped somebody today? I'm sitting here at my desk and I was just processing some thoughts, and I wanted to visit with you about some concerns that have arisen from individuals in our church that sadly have contracted and tested positive for this crazy thing called COVID. You know, it's not something that's going to go away anytime soon. But the good news is with these folks that have contracted it, they are on the mend and doing better. I'm so excited about that. But trying to navigate through this process and contact, who do we contact? When do we inform? And what do we do as a church? I know it's important to me, but I'm sure it's important to you as well. In doing some research in the classrooms here in Wilson County, specifically at Lakeview, when a child is found to test positive, what we've been informed of is that only when that child has come in contact with close quarters, 3 to 5 feet, something like that, for an extended period of time, 15 minutes or longer, and that's when that family or of the families of those other children are notified and they are quarantined. Not the rest of the class, not the teacher, just those that were in close quarters for more than 15 minutes. It's sad, but I'll just be honest with you. It's unfortunate that we even have to have this discussion, but very much like history with the flu, RSV, maybe even hand, foot, and mouth disease, and other contagious viruses and things of that nature, most people don't know it until they contract it. And I have a feeling COVID's going to be around a little while. I would imagine you would agree with me on that. But historically, when such an increase arises, we've got to use wisdom. As families, individuals, we've got to use wisdom in not only protecting and safeguarding ourselves, but also our families. And we need to know what does best fit for us and for our home. So this afternoon, what I wanted to do before we go to church tomorrow, I wanted to just touch base with you just with a reminder of just a couple of common sense things that we would want to take care of during times like this. Just the community has an uptick in COVID. It's going to reflect that there's probably an uptick of COVID, maybe with folks that might come to our church that maybe don't even know or even realize that they have contracted such a thing. So when we talk about the church, what are the things I'm talking about? And I want to keep this video short so it doesn't get too long. Let me just remind you guys, one of the things that we've gotten kind of away from, and that is just we've gone back to the big old bear hugs of Lighthouse Church. And we love that. And if you're comfortable with that, I get it. But you know what? For a season, maybe we're just use wisdom and kind of do the fist bump or the foot kick, but maybe no high fives, maybe no hugs, and maybe no handshakes for a season. Maybe let the greeters open the door for you once in a while. We're going to have, just like we did this week, and we've been doing this, and that's sanitizing the sanctuary. We bombed the sanctuary earlier this week, so everything has been settled. Any kind of thing that is settled in the church, I'm trusting it's been killed. If you want masks, we have masks available. Again, remember, we've got that wonderful thing called sanitizing stations, and use the sanitizer. And guys, when you go to the bathroom, wash your hands for 20 seconds. That's what they're telling us. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. I'm totally fine with that. You know what, guys? Some of you may want to take advantage of our online services again. As much as I would hate to see you step back and stay home, the truth of the matter is that's why we created it, so that we could stay in contact with you. Not comfortable with being on campus? Watch us online. That's what it's there for. Let me remind you about something that's very important to me, and this is something that I'm very intentional about, and that's this. That's the war that's going on right now of vaccinated and unvaccinated. I don't know about you, but it's a personal choice as to whether we determine ourselves to what the decision we make. And we're a church. We love people. And it's not predetermined by the acceptance or the decline of a crazy vaccine. I want you to grasp this thought. Personal conviction is just that. It's personal. We do not demonize and we do not praise the choices that are made in private in that regard. Please, I'm going to ask you, respect one another. in this regard. What's private is up to them. That's their personal choice, and I get that. But let me talk to my vulnerable people groups, maybe the high risk groups. If you're concerned, if maybe your immune system's at risk, maybe you're presently ill, guys, it's okay to stay home. Be comfortable with the online service. It's not like being in the church. I get that. But it's okay. Stay home. Continue watching services online until you're well and you're able to return. That's it. End of story. That being said, I'm going to close this 6-minute video down with this thought. We will not be suspending services at Lighthouse Church at this time, nor are we planning to in the future. The worship time still tomorrow is at 9 a.m. and at 10:45. I want to encourage you, invite people to church. But again, let's just use wisdom in everything that we're doing. Guys, Pastor Barry's going to be preaching a great message tomorrow. I look forward to having you in church with us. All services are as they have been. I just felt it was important that I touched base with you because I'm sure some of you have heard, and I wanted to make sure that you knew we were aware. And by the way, you might as well go VIP somebody today. Let them know that you love them. And let me tell you this, if nobody told you this week that they love you, let me be the first. I love you, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. God bless you.